Hello everyone, my name is Dhruv. I am an intern at Lexis and Company, and today in this video we will be discussing summary trials under the CRPC. Now, summary trials is different type of proceedings only, and which are held under the CRPC, the Criminal Procedure Code. So, starting with the video, summary trials are the trials which are speedily disposed and with the specified procedure of recording the trials. So, the principle of the summary trial is based on the legal maxim which says that justice delayed is justice denied, which means that if the justice is delayed, so one will get justice or not, which is a big question, and in most of the cases the justice is denied. The one who is asking for justice, he doesn't get it. So it is important to note that the summary is only in recording the proceedings and not in conducting the proceedings. The proceedings in every case have to be done cautiously and prudently. A summary trial implies that the case is tried and disposed at once. Such a trial is not available to the cases which are complicated and require a lengthy process of injury. Now, the access to summary trial, even in small cases, and preventing a miscarriage of justice, which would which would have otherwise taken several years to complete the proceedings. Now, according to CRPC, Section 260 to 265 of the CRPC deals with the provisions which are related to the summary trials. So, as summary trials, it also has some powers. So, we will be discussing that the power to try summary trials now. Now, according to Section 260 of the CRPC, it confers that any Chief Judicial Magistrate, Metropolitan Magistrate, Magistrate of the first class with the power to try trial summarily. Now, however, a magistrate of the first class, in order to try summarily, has to take special permission from the High Court. And as per 261 of the CRPC, any High Court may empower magistrate of the second class to try summarily any offence punishable only with fine or with imprisonment for a term not exceeding about 6 months, with or without fine, and any attempt of abatement of such offences. So this was all about the power to try summarily. Now, offences which can be tried summarily. There are several lists of offences which a judicial magistrate or a metropolitan magistrate or judicial magistrate of first class can try it summarily. Now, a magistrate who is powered to trial summarily, if he thinks fits, may try or any of the following offences. So it may be offences which are not punishable with death or imprisonment of life, or imprisonment which is for a term exceeding of 2 years. Second type of offences will be relating to theft, which is prescribed under section 379, 380, 381 of the Indian Penal Code, where the stolen property is not valued more than 2000 rupees. And the third would be that offences relating to receiving or retaining of any stolen property, which comes under section 411 of the IPC, where the value of property does not exceed 2000 rupees. Now, moving further, assisting in the concealment of disposal of any property as prescribed under section 414 of IPC, where the value of property does not exceed 2000 rupees, as we discussed this earlier also. And offences which are embodied under section 454 and 456 of the IPC, and some of the also offences which are relating to insulting with intent to provoke a breach of peace, which means that insulting a person so much that in order to provoke him and to do some kind of offense, which is provoke a breach of peace, which comes under section 504 of IPC. Second, and other, we can talk about any abatement of the above mentioned offences, and any commit of the offence committed within section 20